What's up, YouTube? Yeah, I haven't done one of these webcam videos in a while, but what the heck? I don't feel like busting out the flip. It's a bit of a pain, to be honest. Anyway, I wanted, probably easier to do a video like this since it's not an update or whatever. I wanted to talk about WWE, and I've been very impressed with WWE the past few weeks, 3 weeks. Ever since old school Raw, I think they've really stepped up their game. The old school Raw was great, I thought. I'd like to see some new legends. I know they bring in the same legends about every time they have a legends show, and that does kind of get old, but kind of tired of seeing Jimmy Snuka and Sergeant Slaughter. But still, it's nice to see them because they are legends, and they were great back in their prime. Um, I didn't. The one thing I will say is I didn't really like that they're portraying Jim Ross as a legend. Jim Ross is the fucking best play-by-play commentator in the world right now, in my opinion. Him and Winnie Leonard are probably my two favorite commentators right there. Period. Anyway, that's a little off subject. Michael Cole talked all over Jim Ross and blah blah blah. No one even remembers what happened during the Jack Swagger Daniel Bryan match because all the focus was on Michael Cole talking over Jim Ross. That's the one bad thing I have to say about that. Piper's Pit was great on the old school Raw. It was really nice to see the set stripped down and WF logo and not all the crap. There was a lot of the crap was weeded out for that week. I thought it was a good episode of Raw, and Piper's Pit really set up Survivor Series. Haven't watched Survivor Series yet. I might do that actually after I finish this video if I can find a place to watch it at. I think I have a place. I know where to find streams online. Let's just put it that way. If not, if I can't find it tonight, I'll probably just wait till the Blu-ray comes out. That's what it is. Um, next, then last week's Raw was another very good episode of Raw. The follow-up to John Cena being fired was great in my opinion. Barrett, I, I thought Barrett and Nexus did a great job with, to start out and to start off the show with the promo. And I'm really interested to see who the general manager is. Hopefully, please don't let it be Michael Cole. That's all I have to say about that. Please do not let the general manager be Michael Cole. That would be the biggest letdown ever, really. Anyway, then they had the King of the Ring coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow evening. That should be pretty good. Hopefully they give at least the finals and the semifinals enough time. I can deal with short matches, quarterfinals. I think Sheamus is gonna win and become King Sheamus. That just it seems to make too much sense. My sleeper pick is John Morrison. I'd love to see it. I'd absolutely mark out if John Morrison won King of the Ring. I really would. I think that's probably gonna be the finals. John Morrison versus Sheamus. Um, yeah, the 8 participants in King of the Ring are what? Ezekiel Jackson, Daniel Bryan, Sheamus, John Morrison, who the SmackDown guys? Yeah, I didn't have a chance to watch SmackDown, but I want to show know the 8 wrestlers because I read it before. Oh, that's right. Kingston, Kofi Kingston, Alberto Del Rio, Cody Rhodes, and Drew McIntyre. Drew, go the fuck away, McIntyre. Seriously, your guy is not over. If they, I could actually see them still trying to get him over as Vince McMahon's latest project he's, that he came out and endorsed him to start off with. I could see them maybe trying to give him yet another opportunity to get over. He's still not over. I mean, just my opinion. I can't stand Drew McIntyre. I feel like any heat he gets is X-Pac heat. But whatever. It is what it is, right? Um, yeah, I thought WWE, I feel like it's been very good lately. It hasn't been great, it hasn't been phenomenal. It's just good compared to some of the crap they were doing the past couple months. And it's enjoyable. You can obviously tell they're gearing up for the WrestleMania stuff. Um, obviously, they're going to be tend to be hot during WrestleMania. Fade away. Um, SmackDown this week. I really didn't have a chance to watch SmackDown this week. I know, as I said, I know Edge kidnapped Paul Bearer or something, and yeah, didn't do a whole lot for me. I'll probably watch it. I might watch it. Let's see. I'm gonna watch Survivor Series probably. I'm assuming they're gonna have this. Daniel Bryan, I really like what they actually am into what they're doing with Daniel Bryan. They didn't take the title off of like I thought I was worried they would with against DiBiase. It's really too soon for Ryan to win. Ryan should tear through the entire mid card of Raw, like Bluestone was the main event guy. Really, that's just my thought. Anyway, that's going. WWE's been doing pretty good, in my opinion. It hasn't been great, but it's been solid and watchable compared to some of the other stuff they've been doing. They did in October, and that wasn't even like watchable crap, really. Survivor Series, I really need to watch Survivor Series. Anyway, I guess that's about it for me. I don't think there's anything else to talk about. I talked about Final Battle for a few minutes. Final Battle 2010, December the 18th, about what 3 weeks away now. Live on our pay-per-view at GoFightLive.tv. Davey Richards defending, or Roderick Strong defending the title against Davey Richards. This match is. They had a great match at Bear Friends Stiffer Enemies 2. Obviously in the mid card because Power Black was champion then. And that match almost stole the show on that show, which had the great street fight between Steen and Carino versus Cabana and Generico. And Strong and Richards almost stole the show. That's basically what I've come to expect from Davey Richards, though. Also, their match at PWG Titanica was phenomenal. One of the best PWG matches this year. It might be my. I'm thinking it might be my number three PWG match this year behind Omega and Richards and Richards and Hero. And the Guerrilla Warfare match would be number four for me. Yeah, that should be good. And you have six-man tag team action: the Ring of Honor World Champions, Kings of Wrestling versus the Brisk. They teaming up with their manager Shane Hagedorn to take on the Briscoes and Papa Briscoe, their dad, in a six-man tag. It could be good. I'm not really sure what they're gonna. Hopefully, they limit the involvement of Hagedorn and Papa Briscoe, and we know these two teams can go at it. And Hagedorn and Briscoe and Papa mixed in will freshen it up and not feel like the same match we got at the Big Bang or Death Before Dishonor or on HDNet a couple weeks ago. So that should be good. What else is they announced so far? Kenny Omega's going to face the Ring of Honor World Television Champion Eddie Edwards. Really looking forward to that match. Eddie Edwards just won Survival of the Fittest and has a future Ring of Honor World title shot in his hands. And Kenny Omega hasn't been in Ring of Honor since June at Death Before Dishonor 8, where he had a great match with Christopher Daniels. And I've seen some of his Japan stuff, and it's been very, very good. In fact, I just watched, last night I watched um, Apollo 55 versus Ibushi and Richards from last month, I think. And it was really good. I gave 4.5 stars, really. Um, they announced something else, didn't they? Oh, Daisy Hayes is going to team up with Amazing Kong to take on Sarah Del Rey and a mystery partner. This should be a really fun women's match. Hopefully they give it about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. But probably won't, probably get 7, 8 minutes, based on how Ring of Honor is supposed to be women recently. Then the next match is, I think there's another match that I'm forgetting. Might not be. Let me see. Oh, wow. How did I forget that? That's pretty bad. Okay. Duh. Kevin Steen and El Generico. Wow. If Kevin Steen loses, he will retire from Ring of Honor. If El Generico loses, he will unmask. And this is a fight without honor. No DQ. Anything goes. Bloodbath. This this is gonna be the, I wanna say this is gonna be the main event. This is what they've been building for a year for. Exactly a year they've been building to this match, and this has been the feud of the year for Ring of Honor. Maybe the feud of the year for wrestling in general. I definitely can't think of anything off the top of my head. Again, I am a Ring of Honor mark. I will admit it. I love Ring of Honor. It's my favorite promotion. PWG's right behind that. Dragon Gate USA is right behind that. And Evolve is probably right there too. Actually, Evolve is probably ahead of Dragon Gate for me. I love Evolve. Anyway, off another tangent. Should be a great match. Absolutely can't wait. I know. There's some final battle talk in there. Almost out of time. So I'm probably gonna do some my unboxings of. I might do unboxings rather than just one big update of everything I got on Black Friday, and I did get a lot of shit. I went a little crazy. I will admit, and I still got some stuff I'm trying to look for, like Dragon Rats Blu-ray. Hopefully, I can go to Best Buy and find that this week. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Peace.